Embodied intelligence is no longer just a buzzword, it's the battleground where big tech giants are fiercely competing to shape the future. But here's where it gets controversial. Is this race a genuine long-term battle of innovation, or just another hype cycle filled with inflated promises and fleeting trends? The excitement around embodied intelligence has rarely been as intense as it is now. Companies are rushing in, one after another, launching platforms designed to create brains and build bodies for intelligent machines. On the surface, the industry seems vibrant and full of potential. Yet beneath this prosperity lies a subtle unease. Are we witnessing a sustainable competition based on real capabilities? Or is it merely a relay of concepts chasing the next big headline? On August 4th, China High-Tech Industry Guide sat down with several experts to unpack the motivations behind investments in embodied intelligence and to explore whether the field is experiencing a bubble. Li Junlan, a research manager at IDC China, candidly acknowledges there is indeed a structural bubble in the embodied intelligence sector right now. Some projects receive sky-high valuations even though their products are immature and have limited real-world validation. However, the industry as a whole is still undergoing a reasonable expansion fueled by technological progress. Echoing this sentiment, Lu Jiaqing, senior partner at Guoke Jiahe, and Kang Lidong, managing director of Wanchuang Capital, also agree that a bubble exists in the current landscape of embodied intelligence. But here's the twist. When major tech companies collaborate to build comprehensive platforms, complete the toolchains, close the data loops, and foster cooperative ecosystems, they effectively raise the industry's baseline. This process squeezes out speculative ventures and creates fertile ground for specialized players who can deliver tangible results. For example, Yuan Fouyu, vice president of Baidu Group, shared on July 26 that Baidu Smart Cloud is focusing on 4 critical areas to address common industry challenges: developing the embodied brain, refining motion control systems, akin to a cerebellum, constructing embodied datasets, and researching whole machine bodies. These efforts aim to support enterprises in advancing key technologies and products within embodied intelligence. Data from Tianyanxia Media reveals that embodied intelligence has moved beyond flashy demonstrations at press events. The field has entered a phase where the true test lies in execution, system integration, and organizational strength. Establishing standardized, platform-based, and reusable technological foundations is crucial to curbing issues like redundant development and performance chasing. This approach helps direct capital and talent toward meaningful innovation. In her research titled Embodied Intelligence, Breaking the Circle, plus the Rise of Chinese Power, the robot competition enters the Chinese time. Li Junlan highlights China's growing influence in the global robotics market. With a robust industrial chain, solid technological base, and practical applications, China is poised to lead the next wave of embodied intelligent robots, showcasing a vibrant growth trajectory. Interestingly, Li points out that to become a leader in embodied intelligent robotics, having the most cutting-edge technology isn't the only path. What truly matters is aligning with technological trends and successfully translating innovations into commercial applications. This intersection is where sustainable competitiveness is forged, allowing companies to evolve into industry frontrunners. From this vantage point, tech giants like Baidu, Tencent, and Alibaba Ant have shifted their strategies. Instead of merely racing to build bigger or faster models, they are investing in foundational infrastructure and critical components of embodied intelligence. Their focus is on making the technology practical and ensuring it operates seamlessly within a closed-loop system. The heart of the brain-creating competition isn't about these companies building robots themselves. Rather, it's about empowering the entire industrial ecosystem by providing reusable, deliverable core capabilities that emerge after the speculative bubbles are trimmed away. Research from Tianyanxia and IDC underscores that Chinese manufacturers are rapidly constructing a complete industrial chain for embodied intelligent robots. By pioneering applications across diverse industry scenarios, they are pushing technology from experimental validation to large-scale deployment. This collaborative, open ecosystem is accelerating the transition of embodied intelligent robots from labs into real-world production and daily life. The transformation is profound. Robots are evolving from mere calculators to entities capable of meaningful action. The key lies in embedding large models, once confined to cloud-based advisors, directly into robot bodies, creating portable brains. This integration fuses perception, cognition, decision-making, and execution into a seamless chain, synchronizing virtual and physical worlds. In essence, these robots can both think and act. IDC forecasts that by 2029, the global robotics market will surpass $400 billion, with China capturing nearly half of this share. With a compound annual growth rate close to 15%, China is set to become a central engine driving global robotics growth. However, this leap forward isn't powered by robotics alone. It depends on the full collaboration across embodied intelligence's entire value chain. Advancements in algorithms, data, computing power, hardware, and application scenarios must all progress in harmony. Only through this integrated effort can the technology truly reach new heights. IDC emphasizes that embodied intelligent robots represent a vital direction for intelligent robotics development, requiring the fusion of multiple key technologies and complex systems to meet diverse real-world application demands. Today's embodied intelligent robots are no longer distant dreams confined to laboratories. Their universality isn't just about understanding language or semantics. It's about being ready to perform immediately upon deployment. Wan Foyu revealed that Baidu Smart Cloud has accumulated extensive experience deploying AI across thousands of industries, including education, scientific research, healthcare, manufacturing, logistics, energy, commerce, and life sciences. This breadth of application underscores the practical challenges and opportunities in scaling embodied intelligence. Making this vision a reality is no small feat. Every detail matters: designing systems, sourcing data, allocating computing resources, running simulations, testing physical machines, and managing batch deliveries. Ultimately, it's a test of organizational prowess in handling large-scale, complex projects. On July 27th, Shanghai Securities News reported that Tencent's Robotics X Laboratory and Futian Laboratory jointly launched Tyros, the first domestic embodied intelligence software platform. Tyros offers modular large models, development tools, and data services accessible to the robotics industry through a plug-and-play approach. Zhang Zhengyu, chief scientist at Tencent and director of both Robotics X and Futian Laboratories, describes Tyros as a platform that equips robot bodies and application developers with essential software capabilities, essentially installing a brain into various robots. But embodied intelligence isn't just a playground for tech giants. Startups, solution providers, open-source communities, research institutions, and system integrators are all filling critical gaps in the industrial chain. Those who can refine specific links and ensure reliable delivery will gain significant influence. That said, the bar is high. This isn't the old game of light applications and rapid scaling. It's a complex competition requiring multi-terminal integration, managing the computing power and algorithms of large models, embedding these capabilities into diverse hardware, and continuously fine-tuning them in real-world scenarios until they become practical, user-friendly, and stable. Looking at the bigger picture, the brain-creating race isn't about a single robot stealing the spotlight. It's about unlocking the next-generation platform dividend. Just as the PC era gave way to the mobile era, and the mobile era to the cloud era, embodied intelligence is ushering in a new era centered on its own operating system. Understanding human language is tough, but comprehending and interacting with the real world is even more challenging. The winners in this space won't necessarily be the loudest or flashiest players. Instead, success will belong to those who can harmonize the brain, body, and scenarios, close the full technology loop, and deliver long-term, reusable, and stable solutions. Big tech companies have taken varied strategic paths in this brain-creating journey. Baidu's adaptation of VLA models and Tencent's Tyros platform both seek to bridge the gap between generalized technology and developer ecosystems. Their competition isn't about individual products but about leveraging the entire technology stack, from model training and verification to reasoning and deployment, to build a foundational capability for the whole industry. In this ecosystem, cloud computing plays a dual role. It's not just a provider of raw computing power, but also a dispatch center for model capabilities, determining who can swiftly transition from algorithm development to commercial application. For instance, Baidu Smart Cloud, powered by the Beige GPU cloud platform, is the first cloud provider to fully support the three major open-source embodied VLA models, RDT, Pi0, and GR00TN15, enabling enterprise algorithm engineers to quickly explore VLA technology pathways. Tencent's Robotics X laboratory announced on August 1st that Tyros builds on years of accumulated expertise and aligns closely with industrial requirements. It includes large planning models, multimodal perception models, and joint perception action models, all accessible through standardized interfaces and software development kits, SDKs. This design lowers the barrier for developers to tap into embodied intelligence models. Moreover, Tyros supports one-click cloud simulation environments for verifying planning and perception models, complete with preset robots, scenarios, and tasks. This feature accelerates developers' ability to test and understand model capabilities. Comparatively, an article in China Fund News on March 11th highlighted Lingbo Technology, an Alibaba Group subsidiary focused on embodied intelligence. Lingbo aims to lead in service-oriented robot products, striving to integrate robots into everyday life as helpful companions. If Lingbo successfully leverages Alibaba's Tongyi large model, it could significantly enhance its implementation capabilities. At its core, the platform competition boils down to who can close the loop fastest, migrate scenarios effectively, and penetrate the developer community. This battle isn't just about large model tools. It's about defining the next-generation operating system. Ultimately, big tech companies rise above the noise not because they spin the most captivating stories, but because they possess the systematic ability to deepen technology and expand ecosystems. This capability means resisting the urge to rush ahead prematurely and instead focusing on solidifying every seemingly minor link to ensure long-term sustainability. In conclusion, embodied intelligence's development no longer follows the familiar hype-driven trajectory. While the public sees a surge in projects and investment, profound adjustments are quietly reshaping the industry's core, as diverse forces interact and self-correct behind the scenes. The original competitive landscape is being rewritten. The next phase may not continue the current frenzy, but will likely follow a narrower, more deliberate path, one where time filters out those who cannot deliver lasting value. Who will endure to the finish line? Who will falter at critical junctures? When the clamor subsides, there are no guaranteed winners. Yet one truth remains. Those who persist with steady investment and patient development, committed to making embodied intelligence a reality, will ultimately lead the industry. This article originally appeared on the WeChat official account Lingtai LT https mp.wechat.qq.com/mbz/mtg-m.pq-1 m.pg-m.a.3n.a.ch, the S9 a.ch m.a.3n.ch.m.px. written by Lin Feishu and edited by He Kun, published with authorization by 36KR.